Welcome back to Celebrity Skin Talk, and I'm your host, Scott McGlynn. And today I am joined with Ash Bibi from Traitors UK Series 2 and First Dates. We'll be chatting about her time in the castle, her predictions for the celebrity edition of The Traitors coming very soon on the 8th of October, skincare in the 40s, and also dating in your 40s as well. Let's dive straight in and welcome Ash to the show. Welcome to the show, Ash. How you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
hey, lots of high fives to you.
I know, like literally a high five on a camera. Hey, there we go. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Friday. I love Fridays.
I know, guys. I know it's a little pre-recorded, but we are on a Friday, which is fun. It's can't wait, Weekend is again here with us. Don't know where the time's flying though. I can't believe we're in October soon. That's the big thing for me.
Babes, don't.
You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh, so glad to get you on, and thank you for being here with me, my lovely.
I'm so honored to be here. Honestly, I'm happy that you asked me, Scott. I love it. Thank you.
Oh, my love. I can't wait to just dive in and talk to all about the things going on in your life. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We love it. And the thing is, guys, anyone who's like listening or watching are like chatty people. Me and Ash can chat forever. Get ready for it. but let's kick it off, my darling. Right, okay, so we all know you from the Traitors Series 2.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've actually had people from the Traitors on the show.
You've had Faye.
Pardon?
You've had Faye, season 1, Faye Greaves.
And Amanda.
Yes.
From Series 1.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, the one. And you're on Series 2.
I was on Series 2.
I was absolutely fuming because on episode 5, right, you got banished.
Yeah.
Dodgy people. Anyway, how was this whole experience for you, lovely? Tell us about it.
You know what? I feel like it's a roller coaster, right? Because, and I feel like it changes all the time because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that was crazy. That was so much fun. And then I'm like, that was stressful, especially when I'm watching other like different Traitors, different series of Traitors from around the world. I'm like, oh man, I would not want to be around that round table. Let me tell you.
I know. Yeah, I will feel very anxious. I think that's probably the great word to say about it.
Yeah.
Because it always interesting because it always has a massive, you would think as a viewer, maybe you guys live in it, it would go this way, but all of a sudden it would just switch.
You just don't know. And isn't that the beauty of Traitors? It's just your normal everyday people. Like it could be your your next door neighbor, it could be your local shopkeeper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it because we're just human beings and human beings can be very unpredictable. You just don't know what's going to happen. And you couldn't make that up. You couldn't script some of that stuff, could you? Do you know what I mean?
No. And it's I feel like I'm on an emotional journey with you guys as well. Like I feel like this as a viewer, and I'm a massive fan of the show. I think I've even I applied for Series 4. I didn't get it.
Series 5 applications will be open soon.
Try again. Do you still keep in contact with anything from your series?
Yeah, we do. It's really hard, isn't it? Because we have 3 series of people. That's 69 people. That's a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I already have a very busy social life.
And we have lives again, It's a thing too.
I am in touch with, there's certain people who I would talk to on a more regular basis. Like Brian, who, our lovely Scottish hunk, he's actually coming down to London in a few days. And also, I talk to Anthony quite a lot. I'll talk to Megs. I do sprinkly, I'll have sprinkles of conversations, maybe with Evie or Tracy or Charlie or Diane. Do you know what I mean? Season 1, I'm actually I would say I'm very, very, very close to Faye. I see Faye and I speak to Faye on a regular basis, as do I with Wilf. But again, I'm friends with a few of them. And then with season 3, I would say I'm closest to Yin and Armani, and I probably talk to Leon quite often as well. So there's only so much I can fit in. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Okay, guys, 1 in, 1 out. That's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah. I love Leon, and I have yeah, I've met Leanne. I've met as well. Freddie, I've met like quite a few of them actually
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we just
yeah.
But also it's quite nice then. So you do kind of like dip in and out into the series. It's just not like, oh, this is
Yeah,
my series. This is just my
yeah.
crew.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, realistically, you know, we're like any kind of friendship group, you can't be friends with absolutely everybody. That's not realistic, is it? You know?
No, yeah.
And I think, like, you just gravitate towards certain people, and that's just the way that it is. And that's totally fine. But, you know, when we all see each other, it's lovely. Like, recently, do you know about the Traitors Live experience in Covent Garden?
I have heard about it. I don't know
You,
when it's active though.
it's active, babes. You
Ah,
need
were
to,
you
like, try
there?
and get tickets,
Oh,
honestly.
okay. I
You
want to
need to
give
do
it
it. You need to go. It's
a
honestly, it's so good. It's active. So they did a launch recently, and all three series or casts came on. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you were there. You were there?
Yeah. So it was
Oh,
really nice.
nice.
It was nice to meet, like, you know, because sometimes we chat to each other online, but we haven't met each other in person. So yeah,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause, yeah. Everyone's around the whole of the UK. Like, it's never going to happen. You're never going to meet people like regularly, right? It's it's never going to happen.
No.
But oh no, that's quite nice. No, I have heard about that live experience. Yes. I don't know. Do you know how long it's going on for? Or is it kind of like a permanent thing for now? What's?
Permanent. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
lush. Okay.
yeah. I
Covent
mean,
Garden.
naturally, as you can imagine, I think there's like wait lists.
Yeah.
I think they've
True.
only just released tickets maybe for Christmas. So I think they'd release it in batches. But it's
Mm.
really, really interesting. I don't want to give anything away.
No. No.
Definitely worth going to play.
Did you do the experience again, or was you just there for the opening?
No, I did it again. I was round the round table.
Ah.
Guess who was on my round table? Guess.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
Paul and Harry. Paul and Harry.
Oh, what?
Guess who were
Okay.
traitors? Paul and Harry. Guess who killed me? Because I was a faithful Paul and Harry.
Oh no! And how'd you get on with this time round? Were you like, right,
Oh,
okay,
you know what? I could see right through them, but nobody was voting with me. I kept voting for them, but I'm like, guys, have you not watched series 2? What's wrong with you?
yeah. It's like, come on, guys, give
Yeah,
it my time.
it's all in jest though. It's a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah. And what about if you had to like do the series again, like what would kind of like you do differently?
You know
What do you
what? I
think?
think I went in with no plan at all whatsoever. I think that was one of my downfalls. I underestimated the stress. I think you could, if you prepare yourself,
Yes,
I think you could do a lot better. I tell you what, also, I would have done, I would have started working out a few months earlier.
babe, you look amazing.
Been
No,
a
you
bit
don't
more,
need to.
been a bit more physically fit to try and keep up with the youngsters. Do you know what I mean?
I, but what I love about this show, honestly, though, is like everyone is different, like, age.
Yeah.
So it does not matter. And that's what a really big thing I love about the show is this all diverse and I love
Yeah.
it.
No,
Love it.
that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. So just more mindset. Like, did series 1 help you at all going into see like obviously knowing you're applying for series 2, or you
You
just
know
thought, no, I'm
what?
gonna go in my own mind?
No, not really.
No.
Because the
No.
thing is, how can you predict? You can't predict anything because you don't know who's going to be, you don't know the personalities that are going to be around you. Every single person is an individual. Everybody reacts to things in a very different way. And until you know what that dynamic is, how can you prepare for a dynamic that you don't know? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, true. Yeah, and
Unless
I
you like
guess
go in with a character, you know, like you want to be kind of,
yeah.
you know.
I feel like maybe for the people gets like because the game was just on the goer. People like gets knocked out from like between like maybe episode 1 to 6. Kind of like murder through the night or whatever, and banished through the night. Like I think those people should go again. I think
What I
so. You know
mean,
what I
yeah,
mean?
I know. I feel bad. Like, do you remember Aubrey? He's such a babe, and I'm like, oh, Aubrey, you were the first one to be killed. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like Aubrey should be given another chance. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I feel like they
Like
should bring them
Sonia,
back.
she would have been amazing. You
I
know,
know. I
and
know. I
like
feel like
Yin from season 3, like she would have been off the hook. You know.
yes, yeah. Like that's what I mean. I was like, I feel like they should because like, how many weeks was that for you then? Because obviously, I know it's over a long period. I know someone's told me it's a long
Because I was
period.
only in like just over 4 episodes, right? So I don't know, like maybe a couple of weeks. Honestly,
Yeah.
you lose complete track of time.
Yeah,
genuinely,
true.
because you have no idea. Like, you just have no idea what day it is, what time it is, what, like, you know.
Yeah, everything is like, like where am I? But no, because I did hear as well. I think I was speaking to Amanda from series one, there, a
Mhm.
fellow Welshie of mine.
Yes, of course.
Um, yeah, and then I think she said to me before, like people, because you all had little huts, and she said like she tried to stay up and like trying to see who comes back late because they filmed the Traitors later, but I don't think it never worked out.
No.
No, that's what she told me anyway. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I think then she was one herself. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, fair enough,
exactly.
girl,
Yeah,
fair enough.
you're never going to be able to work it out.
No, no. But some exciting news though for the celebrity one.
So
Come
exciting,
on,
right? Honestly, I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
it's
I'm
literally
getting
coming soon.
together
Yeah,
with my fellow cast members, Anthony and Charlie, and we're going to be doing lives on Instagram. A couple of days, maybe we'll have a different guest on every day, but we're just going to kind of break down the episode because, like I'm obsessed with the show. I love it so
yeah,
much,
me too.
so.
Have you seen the other celebrity ones before this first official UK one?
I've seen the American one, but I think that's different. I think the UK one is going to slay. Like,
Yeah,
I think, and maybe I'm being biased, but I really don't think I am. I genuinely think the UK Celebrity Traitors is going to change TV. Is that a lot?
no, 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 no. Why? How come? What do you think?
Because you know what I think it is? Normally when you have shows and then you have the celebrity versions of those shows, the celebrities on there maybe don't really have the gravitas or the pull, right? And I think
Mm,
with this very first one, um, you have some very serious people on there. You know what I mean? And
yeah, yeah.
I just think it's not that kind of game where you can go in like other shows where you can just be like, oh, I'm going to play up, or I'm going to do this. It's like, listen, you're not a celebrity in there. You're just going to be a normal person. Do you know what I mean? And I just think it's going to kill it. I think it's going to hit it out of the water.
Mm,
I don't know. Yeah. I just
I
have this
know.
feeling. I just have this feeling because we're going to see these celebrities, these A-listers in a completely different form.
Yeah.
Think we're
Yes.
going to
Yeah.
see them vulnerable. We're going to get to see the good side of them. We're going to get to see the bad side of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 And
Then
see
they're
who
going to
will just
normal people, aren't
yeah.
they, for us? That's what they're going to be, you know?
Yeah. We just yeah. And I will say so. I have watched the other celebrity ones from the US version.
Mhm.
I think the other thing is because we don't know anyone. I think that doesn't help. I
No,
like people with some. I think it was like Surviving the Bachelor. I think it was. I was like, I've never really seen
no.
these programs.
I think I knew
Um,
one person, which was like a housewife or something, but that was it.
no, no, still no, no, don't know, no. The only one I know is the host, which is Alan.
Alan, of course.
I
Alan
love
Cumming,
Alan. Yes,
icon. Yeah.
that's the only one I know, and I love him. And I was like, hey, yeah, I see you do. But I have watched it. I watched it all the way through because I like it for the intenseness. But then it's also filmed in the same castle you were,
It
like the place you
is,
were.
it is because it's the
Yeah.
same production company. So,
Mm,
but also like the Americans, and this is the thing that we do have to remember. I think the American audience is very different, and that's who they have to cater for.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
we know that the Americans like to be fully very dramatic and very,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But
yeah.
that audience likes that, So I don't
Mm.
think British audiences really like that kind of over the top pantomime villain type of like, you know what I mean?
Well, it depends who we're going to. I don't know. Oh, I have got the list in front of me for the UK version. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, they're all kind of like not too out there,
Do you know what I
as
mean?
in like pantomime vibes.
No, because you just don't know how they're going to. You don't know how they're going to be, though, do you? Do you
No,
know what I mean?
no. I actually met Jonathan Ross literally a couple of weeks ago we was at the Conjuring premiere. And we did the experience together. I was like, okay. I think, and then I love Alan Carr. He's like,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
Tom
one of my
Daly,
top
Claire
five.
Baldwin.
Alan is my top five. Maybe he's my top three. I would say. Like
And
I'm
I think,
obsessed.
do you know what it was like hearsay about it? His name was like always mentioned, and I
Mm,
love him. Like I was like,
mm.
yes, please get in there, and like, he would just make it just really extra funny for me,
Yeah,
and
I think so. I think so.
I love it.
And you don't know, like,
Um,
I mean, also look at like Lucy Beaumont. Like, she's an amazing comedian. I'd love to see, because she's also so dry. She's just so northern, isn't she? It'd be really interesting to see what kind of angle she brings in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Galloway. I love her.
Yes,
She's
Kate
in there.
Garraway. Who else? There's so
Stephen
many
Fry.
people. Stephen Fry.
I know. I was like, oh, okay. And I
Um,
met him as well. I'm 6'4", but he's like taller than me.
Stop it. Really?
Yeah, I was there, and I think I don't know. We was at an event and we were doing like photos, but not together. But he was like behind me. I was like, and I went, "Hello." I was like, "Yeah, okay." He is, yeah, very tall, man.
Um,
Just to let you know that, just a little insight. I
I
know.
wonder how he's going to do. Like, I don't see him being a traitor.
Who do you think? Because just say like, I know traitors might go to 2 to 3 people. I know that obviously they can make people make traitors and that.
Yeah.
Who would you think would be from the get go? Who do
And
you
the
think they
thing
may
is,
pick?
right, I don't think it's a case of, oh, I think this person would be a good traitor. I think anybody could have that trait. I think
Yeah.
it's really important to put in different types of personalities together. Do you know what I
The
mean?
mix.
Yeah.
Mix.
Yeah, really mix. And I think, who would go under the radar? I wonder if Nick Mohammed would do really well. Like, would Stephen Fry do well because he's so respected? And
Yeah.
who's that author? David Olusoga. He's a very, but then again, if he's a faithful, I wonder if he'd get killed first, because he's a really smart guy. He's really articulate. He's really, really like put together. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see.
Yeah. And maybe Alan, back to Alan, little Alan. I'm so sorry, Alan. But just like maybe, I think he could be the traitor because probably he just like get his funny way around things. Maybe,
I was thinking that. But would that be too obvious?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
what
know.
about Tamika? What's Tamika's last name? Tamika from EastEnders.
Yes, I
You
have.
know?
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
I could see her. I think if she was a traitor, she would be wicked.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I could see her slaying.
And I watched the trailer, right, of the little teaser trailer come out, and like I remember Tom did at the end with his like eyes like just giving that thing on that tail, thinking, oh, that sass is there. I was like, oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Sometimes those little quiet boys who you think are like super sweet, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a traitor.
No, yeah, it's gonna be him. I honestly, I will be I will be messaging you.
Babes, you do that. We live commentary. We might even have to get you on one of our Instagram lives after watching one of the episodes.
Oh my god, yes, I would love it. Do you know what? Let's do it. Like I was watching it. Yes, yeah. I would do that with you. Yeah, I will.
Lovely.
I love a little bit of an Instagram live. I do. Cheeky. Which this show used to be on, by the way, guys.
Exactly.
Well, on Series 6.
Full circle, babes.
All settled. And then if you had the chance to do it again, would you?
You know what? I would. At first, for a little bit, I said, no, man, there's no way. But actually, yeah, I would. And you know what? I would go in as a faithful this time.
Yeah.
My only issue is, and this was my issue the first time round, I don't know if I would last very long if I was a faithful. But I didn't last very long being a traitor, so I've got nothing to lose, really, have I?
It's like, well, where it's going to be, it's going to be. It's going to go. Oh, yeah, true. Like you said, it's not because it's quite emotional game. Like, it's very... Yeah, like that's what I mean. I think for people to come off, it's quite not draining, but not in a bad draining. It's just like...
Unless you're in that situation, you don't know how you're going to feel.
Yeah, because your mind must be thinking, okay, that person's acting like this, we're doing this, then you're doing a task, then you've got to be this, and so you're always, your mind's always.
And this is the thing; it depends on how calculating you are as a person. Like, how much of a gamer are you? How much can you emotionally detach? And I think when you do something like that, you learn a lot about yourself. I know that. To a certain degree, I can emotionally detach myself, but actually, I know that I care a lot, so, and also how I feel just shows on my face. So I'm a really, really bad liar.
Hey, that's a good trait, though. You can't lie, guys. Yeah. If I was just trying to tell you a lie, don't worry, you can just say
because
no.
you can see it on my face. My face has subtitles. My mouth is saying one thing, my face is giving subtitles for something else.
To be fair, I honestly think you would just say it how it is. You won't lie. You just say, right, okay, guys, this is it.
Job done.
Yeah.
Hey-ho. But what was one thing before we move on to the next topic? I wanted to say just from that whole experience, and then what was like probably the main thing, like the one thing you took away from that show? Maybe something you learned about yourself or anything.
I learned a few things. I think I really realized that I'm a little too trusting of and accepting of people, right? And I just, that's how I have spent my life. And not everybody is always who they seem, like who they portray themselves to be. And I think it's a really important lesson to learn, no matter how old you are. I feel like I learn that lesson all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I think I've made some amazing friends.
Yes, yeah. I think it's one of those situations where whatever season you're on, and now I'm so happy. Like I heard, like you go for like not just your series, because some people do. There's like
Yeah.
they're on my series like that. We're just like in our own bubble. But I love it that you all want to shop like all across the board.
Yeah, man.
And then and only you guys, I guess, can guys relate to that situation because you've done it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, people can be empathetic and they can sympathize, but unless you've actually been in that situation, it's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. Like you can tell me all about it. I'm thinking, oh yeah. And then I won't never really know because
No.
of what I mean. Not only guys, who knows, darling? I wonder what celebs are going to be messaging you after or something. I don't know.
I don't know about this.
You don't know. Oh, they must have a little screen here, so you might, Are you going to get into that?
Yeah, they must do. But that'll just be for the cast. And I'm sure they've got their own WhatsApp group as well. Like now that the show, I remember when, and I'm sure it's like this with all the seasons, when your show is coming up, like the lead up, the 2-week lead up, I remember our WhatsApp group was popping off. There'd be days when there would be 600 to 700 messages in there. I'm like,
no.
man, I don't know if I've got time to read this stuff, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a lot. Like I'm very bad. Well, just five of my friends in one group, and I'm like I never reply. I'm very bad. I'm group chats. I'm so bad. Literally from birthday group, I hadn't do, and I just got literally added in the other day.
Are you one of these people, right? I wonder if anybody else does it. I feel like I do this. If I'm whatever group I'm in, I feel like if I've read the message, that's my way of responding. So in my mind, I feel like I've responded when I actually haven't. It's just because, I might have liked something or laughed at something. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I like done a reaction like a heart or something like that, yes, I have. If you just read it, don't reply, then maybe not now. Maybe not now. So you'll be like, oh, we're all going now. Like, and no one, like, you don't reply. Everyone's there. You just rock up and say, hey, guys, I didn't know you were coming. You didn't say anything. Oh, yeah, I read the message.
What do you want?
Yeah. But I want to say, carrying on a little bit of cheeky TV appearances, you was on First Dates.
Yes.
Darling.
Yes, it was series 24, episode 5. I remember that because I've had to say that to people many times. They're like, can you tell me which one it was? Yes.
Ah, yeah, for the streaming, of course.
I'm obsessed with First Dates. So when they approached me, I was genuinely, Scott, I was so happy. And I remember a friend of mine had said to me, oh, so what do you reckon what will happen? Like, once, like, what will you get out of it? Like, TV wise? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. I want to meet somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was my only reason for going on there. I wanted to meet somebody.
Yeah. Like, was it not saying important because they approached you now? That's what I just heard, right? Ah, okay. So, like, it's one of those things like some people want to go on and try and find someone on TV. Maybe it's like the next step. Like, thinking, right, okay, let's find out. Like,
It's
but
because
for
you know what? I always comment on their stuff and they were like, hey, I've noticed you always comment. I'm like, yeah, that's because that's what I do, innit? You know? They were like, are you single? Would you like to, like, let's have a chat,
Oh, it's very emotional show though. Like the stories I've heard from that show, it's like very heartwarming.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I think the team really does a really good job in telling people stories and being really respectful and like in a really, really caring way. You know what I mean? So I think, I think that's why people love the show so much, right? That's why it's been around for so long.
Yeah. And what was your experience like with it though? Like how, obviously I'm guessing, all right, first, are you still with this person or what's going on there? No, okay. But did you have a second date with this person?
No.
Okay.
It was, a completely wrong match. Like
I see.
the absolute opposite of me is, yeah. And, I'm sure he's a lovely person, but I'm like, man, this was a waste of my time. Like, what? Come on. Come on. There's
You-
kind of some better guys out there more suited to me. Like, he's a nice guy, but, like, yeah, not for me.
but you can always go. I swear you can always go back on. Some of those
Maybe.
shows you can go
I
back
might
on,
need to
surely.
contact them again and be like, and again, Scott, you know what it is? I realized afterwards, I mean, the team tried their best to, they can only match me with whoever's available kind of thing,
Yes.
Um,
Mm.
I think I was being, again, like very open, very accepting. Oh, and I think I should have actually just been a bit more tunnel vision. I should have just been, actually, this is the kind of guy I want. This is the personality I want. This is
Yeah.
what he should look like. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
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 So.
But not your. But maybe sometimes though, when it's like not your type. Maybe sometimes it
This is
does kind of work.
this is why I wanted to be open, 'cause
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
not
Yeah. Yeah.
afraid, like, I need to try and be open. But okay, but that didn't work. So maybe next time I shouldn't be as open.
It's like, right, it's this. Just if you haven't got it now, just call me when you do. I'll be back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm single.
And then I want to ask that we never I never want to put a number on someone, but you have been open with me, so obviously I'm allowed to say this, everybody. But you are in your 40s,
Yeah,
but
I'm
looking
47.
incredible,
Oh, thank you.
by the way, babes. But how do you think, like, because I'm in my late 30s now.
Stop it, really?
Yeah. So
Huh?
I'm 38.
That's
38.
skinning.
And I met, oh yeah, we're going to get into this skincare, right? But no, honestly, so I met my partner about nearly coming up to 2 years ago. So I was thinking, okay, even then, like I was like 35, 36 mode. And I was thinking, okay, this is, how is people going to, I haven't dated for like over 10 years. I'm thinking, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
But do you get the same thing? Because obviously, we're both from that 40 kind of era. I'm going to class myself on that side now. Like I'm nearly there. But for dating wise and meeting people, what do you feel like?
Listen, I did the whole online dating thing. I did online dating before online dating was a thing. You know what I mean? Like I was on the stuff on the interwebs since like the early to mid 20s, 2000s. So I can't do online anymore.
No.
I just don't feel, you know what it is? Maybe because I'm getting older and I'm just getting more particular. And I think there's more time, there's more life behind me than there is in front of me. And I don't want to be wasting my time.
Yes.
I think I've
Yeah.
always been that kind of person. I don't want to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship because I'm okay with my own company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want somebody who's going to come into my life, who's going to add to my life, not give me drama and take away from it. So I think it's hard to meet people who maybe share your values. Maybe, like I feel like I want a combination of fun and intellect. I'm like, surely that's not asking for too much. I want
No.
someone who's not going to be racist or homophobic or misogynistic. Surely that's not too much to ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think my wants are pretty basic. So yeah, it's a lot more difficult than you think. I think as a woman in your 40s, I think if
It's
you've got more choice.
It's definitely. And do you mind me asking? Do you have kids or no? I don't know.
No.
No kid. No. Because sometimes, no, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the thing as well. I've heard from friends like, I have one or two, and obviously, things don't work out for everyone. Not everyone's life is perfect. It's not everyone's going to be, the great thing on the end of it. No, like things happen. So my friends though said about that with the kids, and it was very hard to date,
Right?
Because I'm thinking, guys, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's.
think, you know what? I think at this age, like I don't have kids because I've made a choice not to have kids.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I can date a guy who has young children. If he has children that are in their teens and older, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't Because if I'm gonna date somebody seriously, I want you to give your time to me. I don't want to be number 2. I don't want to be number 3. I don't want to be number 4. I just want to be number 1 for somebody. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Yes.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you all the way, 100%. Yeah, and so you don't do the dating apps anymore.
I
So
just
you're
don't.
old school. So how are you finding it? How are we going out? You're going out on the town. Like, what's happening? How we finding you a man? Come
You know
on, how
what,
we do?
babes? I think somebody was saying this to me yesterday. They're like, Juan, you need to get back out in the field. So you know what? I have said in the new year, I am going to go back out there and maybe I'll go to some singles nights.
Oh
Um,
yes,
but
they're fun.
listen, like Scott, I'm sure you get this from me. I'm not exactly a wallflower, am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, when I'm out, I will always talk to people. I will always approach people, but maybe I'm not giving off the energy that I need to give off. So maybe I need to change that, you know?
Well, you've been lovely. You've been lovely to me.
Yeah, but like, guys don't approach me, not in a romantic way.
Do you know what I find because don't forget I grew up like in the 90s. That's when my childhood was. Like I'm an 87 child,
Mm.
so I grew up with all that technology going, like how to go out before. That's how you meet people, by literally.
Yeah.
Now with all the on technology, apps, all that kind of stuff, I feel like that's the only way someone will chat to you, communicate. And I feel like, no, guys, you can just speak to me in person. I'd rather people speak to me in person because then you know, no edits on photos and things like that. Oh yeah, no,
And
no,
I
no,
think
no.
that people need to feel and see your energy, you know?
Yes, 100%.
Also, I think that maybe this will happen I'm going into the acting world. Okay. Like I did a bit of acting training when I was younger. I lived in New York City for several years. I
Oh
did some
wow.
professional acting training, yeah, in my 20s, in my late 20s. And then I kind of didn't pursue it because I just thought, well, I've got to pay rent. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now like I just feel I'm really lucky. I have a stable day job. And I've been given an opportunity. I have a great acting agent. So I'm starting drama school soon. I'm starting at Kingdom Drama.
Oh wow. Okay.
Know if you know Kingdom Drama, it's partly owned by Ashley Walters. It's I've been told, a very, very prestigious school. So I auditioned and I got in that, and I'm like, how did I get in? Wow. So maybe I'm thinking, like, maybe I'll meet somebody that way. Maybe
Yeah, because you never know. Well,
maybe I'll be filming something and I'll meet somebody on set. You know?
it does happen. Honestly, it does happen. Like I didn't know you was going into acting. That's what I'm from as well. So presenting and acting, those are my two main things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, love it. I did the
Oh.
Gavin and Stacey. I was like James Gordon's stag last year.
Did
Oh yeah,
you?
such a lovely guy. Like I know people say fake, but for me personally, he welcomed me on set, shook my hand, thanked everyone, act on him, like me, Ruth Jones as well, a lovely, lovely sweetheart. Oh, I love them.
I met James Corden earlier on this year, actually, because my co-star from Traitors, Anthony. So he was a co-presenter on a chess show with Sue Perkins.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And actually, so like the opening party for the first episode, Anthony invited me, and actually James Corden was there, and he hung out with us for a bit, and I'm like, the dude is lovely. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Like literally, I think to be fair, I was like kind of like I wasn't really starstruck. People ask me this all the time because obviously some of these members have gone off to big things like James Gordon, obviously Ruth Jones as well. But the big one for me was Russell Tovey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one.
Russell
Yeah.
Tovey, really?
Yeah, because he's done so. Like I honestly, I see him and I post like not see him, but obviously his
No, but
socials
I
and
mean,
his
I love
work.
him. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, and I was a massive fan of American Horror Story, so he did a series for them there. Have you ever seen that show?
You know what? It's been a really, really long time. So don't ask me to remember any of it because I won't.
Okay. So honestly, it's like an incredible show. Obviously, Ryan Murphy, it's his creation. So he's very out there when it comes to like just very diverse. Like he loves, the gays and all that, and he brings it all into his work, like love it.
Yeah.
So Russell was like this, and he's in so much, but he was more I was more shocked by him more than
Really?
anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Generally speaking, for me, the attitude I like to go in with is the attitude that I would have at work or anywhere else. Is like, people are just people, man. Some people are nice, some people are not.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. And you know how we were talking about, like, what did you learn about yourself? I'm like, I'm a terrible liar. And like,
Yeah.
this is the thing. I can't pretend to like somebody. That's why I just can't be doing this hobnobbing, schmoozing thing, because either I'm gravitated towards you or I'm not. And
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
just the way it is. And I don't really care who you are. The only time I would say I've been starstruck is when I met my idol very briefly, Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, good choice. Good choice. Good choice there.
That was the
Good choice.
only time I think I was like, Idris,
Oh.
okay.
Do you know, I get more starstruck when it's just women. I don't know what it is with the guy. It's not very much. It's more women I get starstruck by, I would say. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah. Like I got really bad. I went to the premiere of The Naked Gun. So we had Liam Nelson and then Pamela Anderson. I
right.
was literally I didn't even care about Liam. I was just staring
Yeah.
at Pam
Yeah,
all the
Pam.
way. I was thinking, you
Yeah.
are
You're like,
beautiful,
oh my God.
stunning.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm starstruck. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's just the
Because you know
I
what?
don't know.
This
It's
is maybe what it is, like, even subconsciously. I think when you see a female who is that high up, like, maybe you realize consciously and subconsciously that possibly the things that she went through, the barriers that she had to overcome to be
yeah.
in that place. And whether we like it or not, it is harder. Like, men are more revered naturally than women are, you know? So, like, to be in that position, you just had to, like, definitely jump over way more hurdles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha. I'm gotcha.
Like, I think, I don't know, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. But
No. I'm with you, honestly. Yeah, and it's yeah, just a little starstruck there. But before I go on to the next one, quickly, so as an actor, I started off in horror. Like I've done like God, how many horror movies? I do not know. By the way, I was like a scream king, guys. I was like. For you though, Han, going into this, what kind of do you find like a genre you more love? Because I'm a massive horror fan. I think that's why I just
yeah.
think I just want to go for it.
I
How
think
about
comedy
you?
for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
lo-
do. Whenever I get auditions, like, majority of the time I get picked for like comedic type of roles.
love
So,
it.
you know what I mean? I think maybe that's just naturally in me, um, to be like, there's a natural kind of like idiot trying to get out type of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I love it. Like, yeah, people say like you going into more comedy to think. Or when I was trying to do a serious scene when I was like doing my training, people was just laughing. It's like I was just like, oh, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. But I don't know why. I think because I'm like horror is my thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe
I
I
think
do it well because
eventually,
it's
when I'm better trained, I would love to be able to play a character that is completely opposite to me. So kind of
yes,
maybe somebody who's very dark, somebody who's very poisonous, maybe somebody like a serial killer type, or like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
just a really dark, like completely opposite type of person to me. I think that would be really interesting because it's challenging yourself, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another thing. Like, I haven't screamed much in my life when it's not like, oh, okay. Or, like, and how, like, how does a man scream? Like, do you know what I mean? I had to do so much research. I'm thinking, right, okay, these
Isn't
guys.
that crazy? Crazy?
Yeah, and one of my scenes actually, I was babysitting this in a horror, guys, but it's made up. By just
I'm so
hearing
going to
it.
look this up, by the way, Scott.
Yeah, it was a film called Ragdoll. I think it's on Amazon Prime at the moment. And then what happened was I was babysitting for this child, but the ragdoll was like a live ragdoll, was going around killing everybody. I was babysitting, and then I was watching TV and they stabbed me and it was scissors, like no, or knife or scissors on my back. So it's like, okay, what would be my reaction to this? Like,
Yeah.
I was just like shock, and then it was like an instant kill. So that was a good thing.
Okay.
But yeah. We should do it, darling. We should do something. It'd be so much fun. But I could definitely see you doing something. I always love being opposite. I think.
Yeah, and I
well.
feel like I can see the that light comedy side in you. Like, like I can feel your energy, your comedy energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I
think
like
it's amazing.
stupid comedy. Like,
You know what I mean? Something really like dumb. I would just want to be dumb. Can I just be an idiot, please? Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember the show Smack the Pony?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm
That's what I
obsessed.
want.
Yes. I love,
Yeah.
you know what? I love playing pranks on people. I get such a kick out of it, honestly. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I'm just like, Please, but I need someone like it's really hard to find somebody. I find for me that matches my energy in like, can we just go be stupid now? Like, can we just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll be stupid with you all the way, babes. I'll be there with you. I love that that just is still to this day makes me cry of laughter. And like it's the like I remember one scene. It's two clips, but I remember one of these things. It was like the empty car park, and then she just kind of she can't park her car basically, and it's like that's stupid. But I'm thinking, I love it. This is
Yeah.
me all over.
Yeah. And like,
Let's
it's
do.
so funny. I've actually been talking to people very recently about like, maybe we should get together and have a brainstorm of writing a skit comedy. And I
Yes.
think the key thing is to make it like everyday stuff that everybody can really relate to.
Yeah.
So maybe, hey, listen, I might have to hit you up for a brainstorming session, Scott,
Tyler, we'll be there. Let's do it. Let's make some fun. Oh yeah, we got to make some fun. We can do some fun on skincare.
Yes.
Pile on. No,
Please.
But going into this bit of the skincare and before we wrap this episode up, so obviously Celebrity Skin Talk, honey, you are looking absolutely incredible, by the way. And guys, you will be seeing some clips on Ash and all that kind of stuff. But yes, skincare routine. Do you have one? Do we not have one? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
I do have one now.
You do. Good. Some celebrities do not love. You know that, right?
Because you know what it is? It's my sister's fault.
Okay.
Because as I was turning 40, so she's about 11 years younger than me. As I was turning 40, this was about 2 months before I was turning 40, she said to me, "Oh, what's your skincare routine?" And I just looked at her and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Soap and water." She was horrified. She was genuinely, she was horrified. She's like, "No, you cannot do this." Yeah. So she kind of dragged me to like Boots or somewhere. And she's like, "Right, this is what you need to start doing." And actually, you know what? When I follow it rigidly, even for a few weeks, you see a massive difference. And sometimes I don't follow it and I notice. So I think the really important thing is cleansing in the morning, especially when you live in London with all the smog, all that rubbish on your face. So I think cleansing in the morning, cleansing at night before you go to bed, using a good eye cream and using a good, I use like a serum. I sometimes use a face oil and a moisturizer. I think it's finding the combination of what works for your skin, and everybody's skin is different,
Yeah. God, that's a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm very lucky, like obviously maybe genetics as well, but like I have I'm 47, I don't even have any wrinkles. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm good with that. Like, I'm okay. Like maybe my eyes, but
Yeah, it all comes to jeans as a big thing, but I think it's still got to look like I'm so shiny today.
I think
I'm literally just moisturized.
I'm feeling like that's the glass look that's kind of in right now. I think it's looking fabulous.
Well, darling, this was not by choice. So my face is very shiny, guys. If anyone's listening, not watching, but yeah, it's very shiny. But honestly, it's just because I like just to really hydrate my skin, and the winters change and things like that. But I do love though that you've got a good routine, hon. I love it.
Yeah, and water's really, really important.
Oh God, yes.
Drink water, man. Do you know? I know people who don't drink water. They drink other liquids. They won't drink water. I'm like, dude, you're just weird. I don't get that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, water is probably my first thing to really go. I'm trying to now I'm getting older. I'm trying to cut out the bad stuff I was having in my late 20s, early 30s. I'm like, okay, let's change it up a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? My body's not recovering as it quickly used to be. I think I'm going to look after myself.
I think to myself, if I actually did that, I would look amazing. Maybe I need to do that.
Well, what do you mean? You have water now, though. No?
I know, but like I also put a lot of other bad things into my body, into my mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh God, we all do.
Tequila or beer or wine.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh, we'll also have a glass of prosecco or a little cheeky glass of wine. What? So, other than skincare, I love your skincare routine. I'm obsessed. I love it. What is kind of like your favorite brands? Any like go to? So they go, no, this is just the one for me. Like if it's cleanser, I think that's always the cleanser brand. Or
I have been trying lots of different stuff right now.
Okay, cool.
The last year and a half, because I think you have to find the right combination for you. I think Body Shop do this one vitamin C moisturizer, and it just, honestly, when you put it on, it's like, it's so moisturizing, but it just looks like, did I just put a filter on my face? Like, what's going on? Like, it's really beautiful. I've used some L'Oreal stuff. I've used some CV stuff. I've been somebody from, is it Balance. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Balance, but
Hold on, let me just show you because I'm
what's okay, yeah, because is it what
Bauman.
product is it?
Bauman's. Sorry, Bauman's. They sent me a few
Oh.
things. There's like a serum, there's a face oil, there's a moisturizer. I'm really loving the quality of this stuff. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I like some of the L'Oreal moisturizers. I think they're really good for my skin because I have dry skin, right? So I
Mm.
need something heavy that's really gonna sink in and yeah.
Have a
Some
nice
of these Korean
hydration.
brands. Do you ever use any of those Korean brands?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I
Yeah.
have. I've tried Tatcha. That was for, I think that's Korean or Japanese or something like this. It was more like ricey product, should we
Yes.
say?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
I
think it's a case of I think you have to use different stuff, right?
to
And also,
try.
doesn't your skin changes as you get older, so you can't be using the same thing anyway, right?
No.
And especially when like I'm going through perimenopause, so like my skin, I feel like my skin's constantly changing. It needs a different all the time. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, when you said about living in London and all that kind of good stuff, do you know, I couldn't agree with you more, right? So I moved up here from Cardiff, nearly a year ago. Do you know how bad my skin got after the shift? I think, even though I do like all this stuff, I'm very, very religious with my skincare, and I find it very relaxing for me when I come home. That is my wind down moment. But oh my gosh, babe, when I moved here, this breakouts and everything I had from, I don't know if it's the pollution, the city, I do not know,
Yeah.
but it's weird, right?
Yeah, and I think like, and so imagine, and you're in beautiful, what we would consider countryside, you know?
Yeah, it
Like,
was. I was. I literally, you had to get a car. You had to have a
I
car
think
where
it's
I
the
lived.
pollution. I think it's the pollution in the air. I think that really does probably play a really big part in it, you know?
Oh God,
Um,
yeah.
so
And
I
I
think
think,
you just have to treat your skin differently when you're in, like when you change those environments. And maybe
mm,
perhaps the weather is harsher in some ways.
do you know, I find, and my mum said this thing because she comes back up to visit me a lot, and she said London. I don't know about you, might say this because you got friends around the UK. Like it's
Mm.
hotter here
Yeah.
than like other little places. Maybe that's why. And I think maybe I'm freezing now. Like for example, like whatever it's like minus freaking 5 or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you go in the tube and you're back into 20 degrees. I'm like, whew.
Babes. Yeah, this is the thing.
So
I think that has a lot to do with it. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a
yeah.
combination in London, to be fair.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to share because I didn't know you was based in London. Because now I
Yeah,
am.
I'm in
I
East
wanted to
London.
share. Oh, cheeky,
Yeah,
cheeky. Oh, okay. So we are quite close. Well, I think we are quite close. So then
really.
maybe we'd definitely be going out
I
for
mean,
that wine.
everybody knows because I did say it on Traitors, but I live in Walthamstow because I'm like, yeah, I love my Walthamstow. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Is this where you grew up?
No,
Everything
no,
that.
no. I grew up in Birmingham.
But she was in Birmingham two weekends ago. Well, our friends live there. Yeah, yeah. I live it.
I know I don't have the accent, but I moved around quite a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, there it is. That's the accent. I
Is
just
that
heard it. Do you know what I mean? That bit there. That
was
was
that
it. I
was
can
that
hear
a bit too
Birmingham.
London? Was that a bit too East London?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
Birmingham, maybe.
But like, so
But yeah.
Birmingham, grew up in Birmingham, lived in Worcester for a number of years, lived in Sheffield for a little bit, and then I thought, you know what? I'm getting on a plane. So I went and lived in Dublin for a number of years. And then from Dublin, I went to New York and I was in New York for like 5 years. And then I was like, okay, I'll go back to the UK now. So I've been in London since. It's the longest I've ever lived anywhere in my life.
Oh, good. Oh, Lush, babe. I didn't know that. But we definitely should meet up because it's not far from each other. So we do that.
Exactly.
But before we wrap this up, just one little fun skin tip. Actually, no, skin tip, makeup tip, where anyone is listening. What is like your like hack? Like the thing they think, all right, guys, this works, try it. Anything to do with like wellness or beauty or anything.
Yeah.
What would yours be?
I think for me, my hair, because obviously, like my mane is my everything, right? I think this is very, very common in Asian households, even since we were children. Day before you're going to wash your hair, the night before, I usually oil my scalp.
Okay.
Yes. So sometimes I use olive oil, sometimes I use mustard oil, sometimes I use coconut oil. So really like just massage your scalp, really put it in your hair. And sometimes I put it through my hair as well. And then overnight, and then the next day when you wash it, honestly, it just feels so lovely.
That's a
And
good tip.
I think it also stimulates hair growth. I mean, technically that makes sense anyway, scientifically, doesn't it? Because you're massaging your scalp really, really slowly like this. So it's kind of stimulating the blood flow, which is what then stimulates hair growth, doesn't it? So
that is actually skin underneath.
Yeah.
And they don't wash it enough, or like you said, that's a really good tip if anyone's out there's got this actually, because then it's like moisturizing the skin, and then that's what's gonna prevent that. So yeah, that's a good little tip.
And I don't think there's one. Like, everyone's hair is different, everyone's scalp is different. I'm one of these lucky people. I only need to wash my hair once a week. I don't need to wash my hair every day. It doesn't get greasy. It's just always like this, you know? So I think,
I don't think it's healthy to do it every day. I don't think so. Like face, skin, yes, every day, twice a day. Teeth, twice a day. Yeah, maybe. I guess I can say this, but this is quite short for me. I normally quite longer than this.
Yeah.
But it's normally about twice a week for me, just because it's probably easier as well. You got a lovely, gorgeous hair, love. I think to dry that, I think, oh hell, not today. It's like, no. But darling, thank you so much for being on with me. I was so lucky speaking to you, and I know we're going to stay in contact, and I cannot wait to see your input on Celebrity Traitors. It's coming out like literally next week, or
October 8th. Yeah.
October 8th.
And
so
we're going to
so
get you
excited.
on one of our lives, Scott, okay?
Let's do it. Let's have
We're gonna
fun.
get you on one of our lives.
But thank you so much, honey. Have a lovely rest of your day as well. And thank you all for listening as well.
Thank you.